Before I bring Kyle up, I would like to point out this poster. I don't know if you have seen this poster, but it's badass. And I just wanted to let you guys know we're selling this solely because we want to kick back some money to the artist who made this because it's a fucking awesome poster. So, Johnny, how much are they? $500 gets you this poster. I don't know. Find out after the show. It's cool if you want to help the artist who offered to make this for us. That's awesome. It goes to him. Now I'm going to bring up the headliner, and normally this is the part where you say how funny your headliner is. You guys already know how funny he is, so I'm going to let you know that after hanging out with him a little bit today, I can tell you he's the nicest, most down-to-earth comic I've ever met, and he also happens to be fucking hilarious. Please welcome to the stage of Strange Matter, Mr. Kyle Kinane, everyone.
Johnny, everybody that put the show together, thank you very much. All right, who's ready for another straight white male disappointed in their privilege? Stand-up comedy. It's another float in the Broken People Parade, Kyle Kinane. All right. Yeah! Hey, did you eat too much Indian food? Throw a sugar-free Red Bull on it. Why not, smart dude? Yeah, why not just admit that you eat the same way Doc Brown fuels the DeLorean at the end of Back to the Future at this point? Banana peel, dirty boot, fuck it. Nutrients, where we're going, we don't need nutrients. G too much pho? Put a fucking 5-hour energy drink on top of it. I know people are like, you're saying that wrong. It's pronounced pho. I don't care. It's spelled pho. There's nobody in Saigon right now going, no, it's meatball sandwich, you know? So if you're not familiar, pho, it's a Vietnamese soup that answers the question, hey, what would happen if a former child soldier poured hot rainwater over fish nightmares? And it's delicious. I can't stop eating it. And it's like a little tsunami in a bowl right there in front of you. You dig deep in there. What is that? A license plate? A finger? I don't know. Oh, I am lucky to... I shouldn't even be alive.
You are lucky.
Thank you. Thank you. Slurring that early in it. I love you a lot. You are lucky. I'm here. I'm going to talk to you. At least 3 times a week, I'll microwave food, grab it with my hands, say, ow, this is burning me, and then think, well, then quick, put it in your mouth. That's not a good game plan for being on this planet for a long time. I'm lucky I made it anywhere in a creative field. Because I was raised, I came up, very opposing force to being an artist. I was raised by 2 loving parents in the suburbs, which, if you make it out, you understand the oppressive fort that have parents that support you and love, just 16 years old, like, fuck you guys, I'm starting a punk rock band. My mom's like, oh, you can practice in the basement. I'll make chili dip for your friends. Like, no! God damn it. Guys, I think this song's gonna pull down the whole Bush administration. That's great. Is your mom making chili dip? God damn it, Craig! But there's credit there. There's credit to the people that made it out of the white suburbs. I know it's a hard cause to get behind, but let's give some credit there. Because you make it out of the inner city, there's bullets whizzing over your head. You gotta get out of there. You either join a gang or you learn how to paint. You don't have another option. You've got an opposing force. You grow up in the farm fields. I'm just gonna till these fields till I fucking die, and then they're gonna use my remains to feed the fucking fields. I'm gonna move to the city and be a dancer. You got an opposing force. But there's some undue credit for the people that made it out of the suburbs, the people that got out from under that curtain of like, I guess we can just drive around and smoke pot, and we can hang out at Denny's and talk about that philosophy course we took at junior college. Oh shit, I'm 33! Like people that made it out of that. I know it's not the easiest cause to support, but give them some credit, you know? It's like good. These are optimistic days. Shit, there's nothing to be pissed off about. I mean, there is, but don't be. Just be excited about things. I'm excited. Believe in things again. Believe in Christmas. Believe in Santa again. Because it turns out I'm Santa. I didn't know that. I'm Santa. We're all Santa. Every time we bid on something on eBay and a blackout drunk, you're Santa Claus. For yourself. And Christmas morning is whenever that confirmation email comes in that you won what you bid on. Because you didn't even know you had an eBay account. And then bink, you won. Ooh, what did I win? Click, 3x5 foot bicentennial American flag. Sure, good purchase. How much did I pay? $10, solid price. For a piece of patriotism. Bink, you won another thing. Oh shit, what could that be? Poster of Bigfoot, all right. How much for that? $70. Are you fucking with me? $70 for a poster, not even a picture, an artist rendering? It's happening about a lot more. Like I just got my own place. 35 years old, I just now live by myself. Not through divorce or death. I just got there. And like, that's what I'm proud of. Like, there's people my age that are surgeons. And I'm like, guess who gets to pee with the door open? Yee-hoo! Which I did anyway before, it just made another grown man sad. But it's a fun place. Like, I just, like getting into like just being like an adult. Like, I fucking hurt my back putting together Ikea furniture. So there's just a weird contradiction. But it was like a good piece of Ikea furniture. It was like I spent a couple nickels on it. It came like I had to have my own tools. That's where the bracket I'm in, monetarily. You ever buy Ikea furniture and you're like, oh, I'm just supposed to have a screwdriver? All right, looks like I'm moving up in the world. But it let me make something, because I don't make things. And it let me just create something from these planks and screws, which is what everybody needs. Maybe we're not all craftsmen and artists. You just need to create some. So I was like, like a carpenter. I got to feel like just me and Jesus. I was on a plane with the man, with the Son of God. Like I'm getting in tune with him, just being a carpenter. I mean, pretty sure Jesus never called a TV stand a cunt 5 times. And then took a nap to Wayne's World 2 out of frustration. But other than that, me and Jesus, we're on a level right now because of that. And I have to thank Ikea for that. But it's just this weird thing. Like, I don't know if I got my own place because I realized I was maturing and turning in like this, I was nervous. Like, am I losing some of my ideals? Like, fuck money. You don't live with 9 people. Fuck it, man. You just got to get through it. Like, I was maturing beyond that. I was losing those ideals. Or if I was just turning this corner in my life where I'm about to get the type of weird where I can't even have people around to witness it. And I think it's the latter. I think it's much more like Dr. Kyle thinks Twizzlers fit in buttholes. I can't have a roommate walking in on the laboratory when I'm conducting my experiments. I think it's much more that avenue. It's that corkscrew shape, lick it and stick it, why not? 35, put stuff in my butt, I don't care, I'm open to things now. It's a refreshing age. It's a liberating age. You're in your 20s, you're worried about what people think. 35, you think 1/2 all gay sex is somebody being miserable? It feels good. I just like it when a gal or myself does it. Hey, throw another knuckle up in there. If I don't tap out, we taught an old dog a new trick. I don't care. I've waited too long to learn about my body and myself, But But it's this wonderful age where it's like, fuck, I'm just living for myself. Put a finger in my butt, switch back to briefs. I like stuff that's shitty because I like it, and not ironically. I just like shitty things, and I'm okay with that. What's that song? Oh, it's The Informer by Snow, and my car windows are down. Lick it boom boom down, bitch. I don't give a shit anymore. Fucking sick of hiding my love for Tesla from my peers. They were a quality band. Because that's what it's like. You either just have to deal with the fact, like, well, these tattoos are dumb. I'm an adult now. Or you have to go into that whole weird hipster Serpico thing where you're so lost in irony, you don't even know what you like anymore. And they're out there. Everybody knows the feeling. I don't feel like everybody wants to rag on hipsters. Fuck it, man. You're 22. You're supposed to be a dipshit. Get out there and do dumb things. I'm fine with it. That's the age you're supposed to be an asshole. But then people, like, you just get caught up in it. It's just some guy, like, that only wears a tiara and has, like, a ghetto boy's neck tattoo. And you're like, what do you really like? I'm like, I don't even know anymore. You know? I'm in too far, man. I'm caught up in this, man. I'm just trying to... I'm trying to be a more tolerant person. And everybody thinks they're, like, loose. But I realize I'm not. Like, I'm not... I don't know. Like, I have a fireplace now. I thought that was going to be a calming effort. I thought it was going to be like this, like, you're a writer, Kyle. You're a writer. Look at that. It's just you alone with the fireplace. And you're an adult, and you're a writer. And now all it is just a countdown until I start burning trash in my own home. All it is. It's already starting, like, stealing the penny saver coupons from my neighbor's mail. Like, you don't read it. Woo, fire! Look at it go! Sustainable energy! Also a federal crime. That's it. It started with that. I did 3 weeks. It's just going to turn into me leaving outgoing voicemails on my friend's phone, like, stop by for one of Kyle's signature brick oven pizzas. And it's just me balancing Totino's pizza rolls on an old hockey stick I found. They're not nearly long enough. Who's hungry? Snack time, bank shot. Get you some. You know, it's just getting weird. I'm trying to loosen up. I was delivered an unsliced pizza. And it's like, I know it's just a simple mistake, but I took it so personally. It was like I knew I gave my credit card information to Papa John's. That means we engaged in a relationship. That's important information you share with somebody, and that was them in return making a judgment call on my life. Like, hey, listen, man, we know you're probably gonna eat this by yourself. Probably all in one sitting too. So you know what to do, buddy. Just fold it in half and bon appetit there, fat ass. Dig in. And just because they were right, I didn't appreciate the assumption, you know? This giant taco tastes like Italy! Said as I throw the pizza box into the fireplace. I don't know why. I still get bent out of shape about little things, man. I shouldn't. I got a blank fortune cookie. What the fuck, man? That'll ruin your whole day if you're not prepared for something like that. You see that, like, what the, like, it's just like, no, it's a mistake. But I'm like, no, this is my Jason Bourne activation. That's what this is. That's it. In my head, I'm missing the trigger, but it should be like, blank fortune cookie. You know karate. Kill everybody in Panda Express. So I'm like, here we go. Yeah. Holy shit. I'm not a super spy. I just knocked over your B combo. Sorry about that. Or does that mean I'm in a coma? Because you can't read words in a dreamscape. They've proven that already. I'm just sitting there looking at that like, oh shit, do you see me blinking my eyes right now? Because I'm not sure of my own existence. The guy behind the counter's like, I see you blinking and I hear you talking. You're scaring people. Knock it off. Or is that just Confucius himself weighing in on the matter like, I got nothing for you, dude. You gotta forge your own path, my friend. I was on a flight going from Denver to Chicago, and halfway through my flight, Guy sitting next to me started eating pancakes out of a bag. Not like a Ziploc bag with like a little freshness seal that changed color and a plan. Just a bag from the store with a knot in the top of loose pancakes. Just loose. And there's nothing wrong with what that guy's doing. It's strange, but there's nothing wrong. But my issue is that if you're gonna do some goofball shit in this world, you're free to do it, but understand that your actions could send strangers into a world of questions they never anticipated they would have to ask themselves. Take responsibility for your actions and realize that there are unwritten rules to decent society. You want to eat pancakes out of... First off, he's on an airplane. You know when you have to be on an airplane. Nobody just wakes up like Charles Lindbergh, like, I think I'll take to the skies today, and has an excuse for some hastily packed hobo snack. You know you have to be on that plane. How the fuck is this? You're in flight? Your bag cakes. He just woke up, skipped his mind. He had to travel through the air to another city and time zone and just woke up just like, I'm just gonna make silver dollar flappies all morning. That's what I'm doing. I just love them so much. I like the small size. I can eat more of them. I feel it's more of an accomplishment when you eat more of them. That's a lot of batter over there, but I'll freeze it off. I don't have to eat them all right now. What is today? Tuesday? There's something on Tuesday. I don't know. My mind is just up in the air right now. Up in the air. Oh shit! I gotta get out of here. I gotta fucking what? Bag, shovel. Not Bindle, boxcar, airport. And he got on the plane. He's on the plane already. He went through security. He went through an x-ray machine. Somebody with a badge, if they were fulfilling even the slightest fiber of their responsibility as a TSA agent, had to at least mutter something along the lines of, I'm sorry, pardon me, sir, is that a bag of pancakes? Okay, all right. I'm gonna say go ahead. It's not illegal. It's just a little off-putting. It said, have a safe flight. They smell great. Go for it. I don't know. Fresh? They're fresh. Yeah, get on there. And then if you're gonna eat pancakes out of a bag in a semi-public place, again, decent society rules. Unwritten, but we know them. Because this guy starts, he's rustling. You can't rustle on an airplane. Not in this day and age. Rustling, suspicion. Then you got other people around like, is that breakfast? I smell breakfast. And nobody knows. You're not supposed to smell breakfast on the airplane. All it takes one person like, I think hydraulic fluid smells like breakfast. And then everybody's in a fucking panic. Because nobody knows what hydraulic fluid smells like. You're gonna eat pancakes out of a bag on an airplane, you untie the knot like a decent person, and then you offer them. You don't have to go front and back, just same row. Just like, listen, I know this is weird, I have a bag of pancakes. Would you care for some? Don't worry, nobody's taking any. But you just want to put that gesture out there like, I'm not a lunatic, these are pancakes, and would you care? Then when you go to eat them with your hands, because my man did not have a fork and knife in his possession, you eat them one at a time. Driver's ed style, 10 and 2. Take a little nibble, you hold in your lap till you're ready for another bite. You follow those rules, let your freak flag fly, buddy. Snack time, mid-flight, get nuts on those pancakes. This fucking guy tears the bag open with like that confidence, like, yeah, I'm eating them all. Tears it open. Then he's just rooting around, not even looking, just rooting around like some kind of hillbilly hand fishing move. Just in there, just like, yeah, think I'm gonna get me some. Coming out with 2 and 3 in a grip. In a fist. Then he's not going discreet under the chin. He's going big alley-oop over the top, Michael Jordan layup style. Just, ha! Bang! Taking a bite, then looking around with an attitude. Like, snack time, Meryl, jealous much? Are you shitting me right now? I'm a Delta Gold member. I don't brag about a lot of things, but I'm a Delta Gold member. How am I putting up with this bullshit next to me? No syrup? Which I don't know where you get syrup in a situation like this. Probably another bag, seeing as how my man operates. And even then, Unwritten rules would say you open up that bag of syrup, you pour it into your original bag of pancakes, then you tie it off nice and tight, and you shake it around for even coverage. Because you might be making a little bit of a mess, but at least people are like, well, he's not going to eat it dry like a psychopath. Now, why am I that upset about a man who just wanted to usurp airport pricing? Just let him live his life. I should be applauding that guy. Ugh. I don't know if it's like the close quarters of air travel or what, that your personal space. I know it's like, oh, a fucking comedian talking about airplanes. Holy shit. Fucking our minds are getting blown. I said I had one incident, and I know it's hot. Thank you guys for staying and watching the show. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to sweat as much as you guys are. But I had to go cross country. Hey, look, a beer. Thanks.
Hey.
Cold
Thanks.
one.
Cold one. Well, I'm not gonna forsake my original buddy over there. No, I buy my tickets on Orbitz because I'm still poor like that. And I got a direct flight going from Los Angeles to New York, which you're not supposed to get a direct flight on Orbitz. It's not how it works. Like, oh, I want to go from here to that monitor. Cool, you're going to go to Denver 5 times. All right, I understand that that's the layout. I'm fine with that. So I got excited, like, oh man, I can't believe this is lucky. But then I got suspicious right away, like, nah, something fucked up has to happen. You can't be raised Catholic and just enjoy shit. You can't just have that. You know, it can't be like, oh, it's a sunny day. Yeah, but grandma's gonna die. God damn it, why can't something just nice be nice? But so I got my ticket, and so I think maybe something's gotta be fucked up. So I'm suspicious when I get to the airport. I'm looking, maybe the airplane's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna have one jet engine, one propeller engine, some kind of Johnny Cash, one piece at a time assembled vessel or something. And so I'm at the gate, I'm inspecting with all my aeronautical knowledge. I'm inspecting it from the gate, like, oh, it looks like it's okay. I'm looking underneath, look, it looks fine. I'm telling people it looks like it's okay. They don't give a shit. I get the board first. I'm like, okay, all right, no more good news. I get an aisle seat. You kidding me? I can stretch the ponies out the whole time on this fucking thing. So I'm just settling in. Maybe for once, Kyle Kinane, good fortune, enjoy. Sitting there. Plane's boarding. Along come the people that'll be sitting next to me in my row. It's 2 chubby Spaniards. I don't know, not like conquistadors, just like they were white, but they were speaking Spanish. I'm sure I could have asked questions and figured it out, but fuck it, Spaniards, a fun word to say, we're gonna call them Spaniards. And they took their seats. And plane taxis, and we take off, and in the takeoff, at landing gear, going up into the airplane, the Spaniards, right here, that armrest goes up, and they start trying to fuck, right there. Just right there, seats A and B. Seat C, Kyle Kinane. Seats A and B, fucking. That's fucking Kyle Kinane. 2/3 fucking. 1/3 a guy unhappy that he's not part of the fun stuff. And in their defense, they did pull a big coat up over them. It wasn't just like naked butts in the air. But you know what they're doing. There's movements, there's sound. They're not playing cards under there. I know what they're getting into. You know, it's not like I'm just gonna hear Uno or something. You know, I know what they're doing. I guess I would hear one. I don't know how that works with a translation. Which that's not something you can yell in the middle of a card game because it throws people off. To forget with the wordplay, Kyle. Just stick with the joke. But so right away, I'm defensive right away. Like I think I'm a laid back guy, but I'm like, no, this is bullshit. No, I'm calling over, and I'm waiting for that sign. I'm gonna call this flight attendant over, and I'm gonna get her over, and she's gonna say something to these people because this is inappropriate behavior for air travel. I'm gonna get her, but I had to sit with it because I couldn't. We were still in the ascent, and I had to just deal with the situation. Just had to simmer with my thoughts, and it allowed me to like try and grasp, like, why am I so bent out of shape at this? You know, you think you're an open-minded person, and then there's a test in front of you, and you deal with, like, what the They're not hurting anybody. They're doing the opposite in an aggressive manner, but they're doing the opposite. And so I said, like, why am I'm upset about? First off, I got a little bit flattered, because that's premeditated behavior. You don't just like on takeoff just lean over to somebody like you feel like having a screw. You at least have that plan formulated, at least in the gate. You're like, you know what you're gonna do. So they walked on that plane knowing they were gonna fuck. And then they had to walk by me and pass judgment on me. That'd be like, I bet he's cool with it. And so I didn't want to ruin that. Like, people think I'm cool. Okay. So I'm still like, oh, somebody likes me? Oh, okay. What do you need to do? Fuck right next thing? Oh, But furthermore, like, it's like, I realize, I don't think I am, I don't think you guys think you are. None of us are on this earth to be goalies. We're not here to stop people from accomplishing their goals. If you're not hurting anybody, I'm here to either assist or get out of the way. You got a bucket list, number 87, fuck on a Delta flight, you know what? Go crazy. I'm not here to stop you from doing that, but understand that I'm gonna allow this behavior. I'm gonna let you guys do what you have to do. I'm gonna do what I have to do, which my natural instinct, I'm going to get wildly drunk and I'm gonna watch the shit out of it. And not like an old-timey spy with like a fedora and a Look magazine over the top. No, tray table down, elbow posted up like I'm watching a chess match. Just like, you're gonna put the rook where? Ooh, Bobby Fischer's back in town. Like, I'm just getting into this. So it's like the unspoken menage a trois happening all of a sudden. And so like that was it. This was this flight. I'm just getting, and so eventually, because I realized also if I'm gonna get pissed off, I'm gonna call that flight attendant over and be like, ma'am, you need to say something to these people. And what's she gonna be? She's gonna be like, did you get your ticket on Orbitz? I'm like, God damn it, because that's right there. There's the $37 worth of savings. It's right there. But so since I agree, it's like, all right, so I can start getting drinks 2 at a time. Then the flight attendant initially, she comes over and she gives the look like, are you okay with this? And I was just like, c'est la vie or something in French. And because she could tell when I'm like, I would like 2. And she's like, okay, you're down. And so the flight it just commences, just like bang bang. Look at this stuff over here, bang bang. That's a move to remember. And, so we just gotta flow. They don't know I'm part of this, but we've gotta flow. And eventually, they're not coming fast enough. The Spaniards are doing fine. They're European, they're passionate people. So I decide I'm gonna get my own drinks. I decide this process of procuring my own beverages starts with me first bellowing out to nobody, I'm gonna go to the bar. Now, if you want to know if you've been overserved on an airplane, first start with a blanket statement to the entire aircraft. And in that statement, include a part of the airplane that doesn't exist. I could have just as well have said, like, I'm gonna take a dip in the hot tub and like take a drink. It made as much sense. Who wants to hit the gym? Sure, go for it. I get up, I address the people sitting across the aisle from me, people I've never spoken to at all, but now we're old bar buddies. I'm like, how are we doing? We need a round? Toppers over here? They're asleep. I get up and I go to the back to the bar. I bumper bowl myself the whole way there off every seat. And I find my flight attendant and I order 2 more drinks from her. And she obliges initially. She says that she goes into the little cupboard, the bar where it's the emergency exit in a closet. She gets a couple drinks out, but she has this change of heart when she gets the drinks. I don't know if she just saw me pull the aha video the whole way down the aisle. because she comes up with the drinks, but she has this look of concern on her face. And before she's got the drinks, she's not presenting them. She's got them locked back here. And she leans into me with like this kind of whisper, like she doesn't want to embarrass me with what she's gonna say. And she leans in and she says, "Are you driving?" And I know she meant eventually. But when the world gives you a little gift like that, you can't let that go to waste. Don't ever let it go to waste. Because what I did is I just put my hands around her hands on the drinks. And I just looked at her and I leaned in even a little closer, like now I didn't want to embarrass her. And I just said, I was like, "I sure hope not. I think we might be on an airplane." There was just enough of a smile. There's a little one of these. I got him. A little wink and a point, like, "Keep it cool, hot stuff," or whatever dumb shit I said after that. I walked back to my seat, proud of what I had just done there. And I get back, and the Spaniards, they're just sitting there. Like, I don't know if they got busted or what. But I get back, clearly they didn't realize that I thought I was part of this whole process. They just see this dipshit splashing a couple drinks, come back going, "What the fuck, you don't dismount when the coach isn't around?" Sitting down, slamming the drinks down, like, "Goddamn orbits." And they think I'm just cursing the movement of celestial bodies. I have no idea it relates to their actions. It's like, I gotta stop trying to talk to strangers in this world, man. I keep thinking, ugh. Everybody's like, oh, everybody wants to go to therapy. Like, oh, am I socially awkward? Because you are. Fucking deal with it. That's how you're supposed to be. Not everybody in the world is supposed to like skip through life. Like, "Hey, friend, how are you? Hey there, nice guy. Hey, friendly." Like, no, just fucking be by yourself, man. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. I realize that. Try to physically I'm going out to try. I'm like, one day I'm like, "You're gonna go to the grocery store and you're gonna make friends today." It was mostly because I was a little drunk. And because I had to go to the grocery store to get more beer. So that task kind of just got roped in with a chore anyway. But I went there and I got myself a 12-pack. Because I'm an adult. You don't get a case of beer for yourself, all right? Don't be a fucking animal. You get 12. For whatever reason, this particular day, I was not carrying the beer by its handle. I was just hugging it against my chest like a little whoopee. I don't know why. A little security blanket. And I remembered while I was at the grocery store, I remembered that I needed to buy deodorant, and I got excited. Because clearly, buying deodorant, not high on my priority list, not plowing through it too often. I usually smell how I look. It's bad. That's how it is some days. I don't think you're unfamiliar, Richmond. Hey, is that 40 pounds of taco meat in an old golf shoe? You bet it is. But I got excited because deodorant shop is the closest I'm gonna get as a heterosexual man to buying a scented candle. And if I had the confidence in myself to be okay with that, I would waste entire afternoons at Bed Bath & Beyond. Just, "This one smells like apple cinnamon." I would do that, but I don't have that. So deodorant shopping is the closest I have. Like, I have to smell all these things. What defines me? Am I a mountain mist man this season? I don't know. I get to smell all these things. So I get to go down the aisle, and as I'm perusing them, I get to the Old Spice section, and Old Spice has a fragrance called Showtime. And that's not a smell. That's a time. So an existential question I had never asked was about to be answered. What does time smell like? So I pluck it off the shelf and I'm trying to thumb the cap off. I didn't put the beer down. You don't abandon your friends. And I'm trying to thumb it up, but my hands are wet from beer. I can't get the cap off. For a quick minute, I think I could just like whip crack the smell over the 12er at my nose. Like I can get my sample smell that way. Just like 30 seconds, I'm just hyperventilating. That's not gonna work. I just relent to the fact that I'm buying it. I just out loud, I just go, fuck yeah, showtime it is! And now I get happy because I realize that there's security cameras at the Albertsons grocery store I go to, and they've just captured a guy hugging a 12-pack of beer by himself, doing a little dance going, it's showtime, and maybe that makes somebody's day a little bit better in the security booth. Maybe I already brightened somebody's day. Step one, Kyle, you got out there and you made a little bit of a friend. All right, so I get that. I stop by, I get a frozen pizza, I get a fro-pea when you eat enough of others to abbreviate. And that's how I proceed to the express lane with my 3 items. I got the engine block of the 12er, I got the wobbly hood of the fro-pea on top, and I got the hood ornament on this fuck Cadillac, the Showtime deodorant, just out in front marching band leader style. And I get to the express lane, and it is not moving as expressly as I had hoped. And I get there, I'm like, this is your chance, Kyle. This is where you say something fun, and it brightens everybody's day. You can do this, buddy. You do it at night under the cover of darkness where you stare at weird lights and don't look at faces. You can do this during the day, and in my head I'm picturing I'm going to say something, and it's going to be streamers and confettis, and they'll just be like, oh, well, you're going to name the store after you? And what happens is I just yell kind of off to the side instead of directly at people. Volume too high for the afternoon that I'm at. I was like, hurry up, my awesome Saturday night's thawing out over here. Like some kind of goddamn creep. I look up quick, I'm like, they loved it. They loved it. Nobody turns around except one woman just does like the full out of line look. Just long enough to look at her watch and be like, it's 12:30. It's daytime. Like the motherly disappointment. Like, do you really? And that's where I just panicked and I go back into my thing and I'm like, what are you doing with all those avocados? You making some kind of avocado dip? Turn around. I forgot the word for guacamole. I was in a panic. Fucking freaked out. Went home, burnt the pizza, drank the beer, lost the deodorant. Never gonna know what time smells like. It's fucking, it's just, guys ever get so lonely you sleep on your couch instead of in your own bed? Because at least that way it feels like you're laying next to somebody. Looks like I'm the little spoon again tonight, you know what I'm who's that back there? That you, Ikea? You ain't going nowhere, girl. Maybe throw an ex-girlfriend's old t-shirt on a pillow. Not for fucking, just for cuddling. Nobody's weird. Loneliness it's a subjective term, you know. It means different. I mean, shit. Oh, goddamn, you're a castaway. You're on an island by yourself. That's lonely. No people are around. It could mean that you lack the simple courage to say hello to somebody sitting next to you on the bus. That's a type of loneliness too. I can pinpoint my personal loneliness as being the very moment that I realized that I forgot I was masturbating at a Best Western in Green Bay, Wisconsin. That is the razor's point of like, that's what loneliness is. Because that's what happens. I got, my dreams came true. I got to be a comedian and travel the country and sometimes even the world. And what that results in is I'm just alone in a hotel room, naked, doing horrible things to myself. Like a fucking animal. It's not even sexual anymore. It's like an aggressive shooing away of a nuisance. It's like, get out of here. Yeah, I make cattle driving noises. You go on and get. They're not boners as much as they are stray cats at my door. Go, come on. Trying to watch SVU. Which don't get caught watching SVU and doing that, because nobody will know that they're two separate things. They'll think you're a real sicko. That's like the I had to catch my reflection in like the glass of a shitty sailboat painting of what I was doing. I was like, you have parents that love you. Knock it off. It's not even sex, it's just I understand the detachment. Like, I understand now why a dog can hump something but still look right at you. Like, I get that now. Because all they're saying, like, what, this feels good and you're my pal. What's weird? You're the one laughing, why are you weird? Oh, I was just in the shower, and there was a boner, and they're just piles of dirt. I got a shovel from one place where I just roll your sleeves up. You know what we do to these? Just throw an old blue collar elbow at it. Just dead-eyed staring at the wall. You're a fucking animal. Fucking creature. And I saw on the little shelf in the shower that the travel size shampoos that I bought. I bought the Dandruff shampoo. And I saw that in my head. I'm like, I don't have dandruff. And then I remembered that's like the old Head and Shoulders jingle. So fucking dick in hand, I just went, exactly. And I had a little chuckle to myself. A little laugh. I'm like, if you're that quick in the shower with this, you're riffing on your sample. You're right to be a comedian, Kyle. You're right. You take your dream to the people because you're doing the right thing and you're following it and you're doing the right stuff out there. So you get out there. Anyway, what is it we were doing? I was like, oh. So when you can no longer keep yourself sexually interested in yourself, a little bit lonely. Holy shit, where are we? I know. I don't know. I kind of just, I guess like, okay. Let him in. Oh, there it is. It's like one of those things, like, I don't know if I have a sexual fetish, because, like... Yeah, dude. Right? Well, how do you know? Now everybody's got the internet, and you just sit there and you spend one night going, I might be into this. Like, you don't know what it takes. Like, it's just a matter of trying it. You know, like your parents always taught you, like, you don't know what you like till you try it. And they usually use that thing for, like, pee-wee soccer and Brussels sprouts. And now it's just me halfway into a latex bodysuit by myself. I don't think this is it. Plus, I wish the guy at the store would have told me, you gotta powder the inside of this thing. I'm gonna call my neighbor to come over here. Just bring a lot of butter, don't ask. I saw this documentary called The Bridge. Anybody see that? We okay?
Yep.
We're all right over there? Guys, some guy with a beard tripped over something. I don't know if you know him. This movie, The Bridge, I saw it, and if you haven't seen it, it's a documentary where they set cameras up and they got footage of these people that jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. They set cameras up and they caught them. Well, they didn't catch them, but they video. Get ready for laughs, because I want to talk about this. It was fascinating to me, just in the sense that, like, I'm not a depressed comedian, like, oh, I'm going to kill myself tonight, you guys. No, I couldn't be happier with my life. But I do understand if somebody makes their own exit. I get that, and I respect that. It's not, you want to fucking, if somebody wakes up, like, I'm just going to go to work for the next 30 years, and then karaoke on Thursdays. I'm going to take it. You might want to check this movie out. I'm sorry, did I bum you out about karaoke? I'm sorry, not everybody likes karaoke. What, is Tony gonna sing Cheap Trick again? Yeah, I'm gonna pitch myself over the edge.
It's the healing power of song.
You're wrong. But whatever example leads you to kill yourself, not you in particular, but people that do it. I get the why. I understand. If you want to leave, it's your right to leave. You get that. I didn't understand the how, because the video, it caught these people, and it was always the same person, just shuffling up to the edge, in dirty sweatpants, hemming and hawing, and over the side. Like, not even one of them wore a cape or anything. And I'm serious, like, I understand that it's depression that leads you to that point. But that's the last thing if you're gonna commit a selfish act like suicide, at least give the people you leave behind just one little Give them that much. Even the jump, don't just drop. At least do some kind of do something fun. Business suit, umbrella, do something to let people wonder, hold on a second. Was he sad? Because look at him there. Do one fucking, that's the least you can do. Is if you're gonna give people give them a question mark instead of a period on the way you took it. If I get to that point where I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore, I will jump off a building, and I know it's a selfish act, I will jump off a building, but I will not lose my commitment to the art of performance or personal flair. I will do it wearing a snorkel mask and flippers. And then right next to where I'm gonna land, I'm gonna have a little glass of water set. Because it'd be sad to the people in the know, but everybody else would be did he want to kill himself? Or is this just the worst daredevil we've ever seen? I wouldn't even leave, there wouldn't even be a suicide note, just be a post-it on the ledge, I think I can make it. And that's ambiguous. Think he can make what? What does he mean? He was never even into the trapeze arts or anything. And then I would like my remains to either be cremated, which I realize is messy for that particular. Cremated, and I want my ashes spread on my mother's living room carpeting, along with a decorative plaque that says, "Who's not vacuuming now, Mom?" Because that was one of my chores, and it's kind of a cute thing because, the living room's only for guests. Well, now I'm a guest, and I'm here for a long time. Or traditional graveyard burial, under the condition your tombstone doesn't have to be factual, right? When you die, the paperwork has to have all the actual details. But you go to a cemetery, heads are loving father. That guy could have been a dick. You don't know. Under that condition, small rectangular headstone that just says Kyle Christian Kinane, born December 23rd, 1976. Died in your arms tonight. Quotes, must have been something you said. Because that's not a great joke. But it's the best joke you're gonna read in a cemetery. And where more do you need a little bit of a laugh in this world? I'm here for you after death, baby. I got you. Even on the other side, walking through, visiting grandmama or grandpapa, just going, this is a sad day. Look at this guy. What is that? What is that, cutting crew? What is that? It's the 80s legs. This guy's funny. I like this guy. He gets it. He's all right. Why is he? He's got no flowers. Give me these flowers over here. Give me these flowers. You get those flowers. You're in those flowers, buddy. Thumbs up. I like your style. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you, Richmond. Thank you very much.
Give it up to Kyle Kinane, everybody! Yay! Real quick before we go, I would like to thank Strange Matter for having this show. Thank you. I would like, of course, to thank Kyle Kinane, duh. I would like to thank you guys for all coming out. As a reminder, we have those posters for sale. I don't know, they'll be over there or something. Also, super secret show on Saturday at Steady Sounds on Broad Street, 7 p.m., Midnight Suggestion. Kyle Kinane's going to be there as well. It's a free show. It's only being advertised to you guys. So, and middle management will be there. I was not aware of that. This is a really secret show. I learned all this before going on stage. So, middle management, Kyle Kinane, 7 p.m. Midnight Suggestion. Thank you guys. Have a great night. We appreciate your love. Thank you.